This bit is a little bit of a crossover bit between mindset and marketing, and it's how to look for a role. The key thing to remember is that you're a business owner now, and every business needs to develop the rhythmic acquisition of customers to survive and thrive. Here's what most contractors do. Most contractors look for a role towards the end of their current contract, or worse, only when their contract has ended. They assume contract extensions will happen just because their line manager has said so. Get comfortable and act like employees. That's what most contractors do. Better contractors review their CV and LinkedIn profile 4 to 6 weeks prior to the contract end date. They don't assume an extension will come and begin to put the feelers out. They start pushing on applications 3 to 4 weeks prior to the contract end date. And if their contract ends before a new one is secured, they treat their downtime like a job. But here's what the best contractors do. They are regularly, proactively contacted with contract opportunities, either by agents, that's great, or your professional network, that's better. You rarely or never have to look, and you have the choice of taking back-to-back opportunities if that's what you want to do. Getting to this stage though takes time and reputation building, all about the networking. Up on screen now, we've got a sample day in the life of a contractor between contracts looking for work. Now, we're not trying to be too prescriptive here. We're trying to give you an example of how you should structure your day to most effectively deliver your next contracting opportunity. We've got the standard stuff here in the morning. Wake up as if you're going to set yourself up for the day, as if you're going to work. So do some exercise, have some breakfast, take a shower, and then get yourself into work mode. Go to some quiet space at home, public library, coffee shop, or any place that has Wi-Fi, and you feel productive working. No distractions. Really important. Treat your day seriously. Then perhaps spend a couple of hours on job portal applications. But Mark, job portal applications are a waste of time. Actually, what I said was they are the least likely to succeed, but if you bang out a couple of hours worth, some of them may pay dividends. You should keyword tailor for online job applications. Then take yourself a break, go for a walk, get a coffee, have a chat, read, but whatever away from devices. Keep your mind fresh and in the zone. Next up, work on some LinkedIn visibility. So do the liking, commenting, sharing, like comments of relevant others, positive only. Remember back to the part of the video where we talked about this. Next up, lunch break. This is your caffeine cut off. No devices. Keep yourself fresh for the afternoon. Keep yourself in work mode. Then perhaps spend an hour doing some application follow-up. So follow the follow-up process. Politely ask for feedback. Use different channels. Make friends. Then perhaps an hour on skills enhancement. Search, read, learn, capture. Enhance your strengths and mitigate your weaknesses. And that mostly applies to the application process itself as well. How can you improve your application process? How can you improve the application process? How can you enhance your return on investment for the time that you're putting in for what you get out of it? Then maybe take a break. Again, no devices. Then perhaps another hour LinkedIn networking, finding and making relevant new connections. Then perhaps do some interview prep, writing responses to sample interview questions, thinking about your transferable skills and using the CAR technique. In the evening, relax and have an evening meal. Minimise your alcohol intake as if it was a working day. And then, as you would do if you're in work, turn your blue lights off, read, relax and go to bed at a consistent time. If you're coming towards the end of your contract, prioritise time in your regular schedule before, during and after the working day to concentrate on what matters, on using those techniques that we've talked about to secure your next contract role. Final top tip is, unless you really personally want to do it and choose to spend your social time doing it, don't treat this time as a time to renovate your house, do the gardening, muck about in general. You're a professional contractor earning in the region of 400, 500, maybe more pounds per day. Get a gardener, pay for a builder. Your time is more valuable than those skills. Our final top tip is about accepting an offer. It ain't over till it's over. There's only one way to know that you're hired. It's when a contract is signed by both parties. Nothing is 100% binding without a contract. You may get a letter of offer, but that is still subject to reference checks, background checks, social media checks, funding approval, funding being pulled, change of mind, an internal resource coming free, pigs flying. The single biggest mistake contractors make during the process is they stop searching for other jobs when they think they've got something in the bag. This, in my mind, is a huge no.